Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel. Today, I will be doing your April 2021 general reading. And since this is a general reading, you may not resonate with the message in this reading. And if you don't, I encourage you to check out your moon, rising, or Venus signs. There may be a message there for you. I have gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards. I haven't looked at them just to save time on shuffling. And then we'll go ahead and clarify everything with the tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with your animal spirit. So you have the hyena. Interesting energy. The hyena has the energy of kind of being a jokester, being a little bit lighthearted about things, perhaps being a little bit sarcastic at times when you're trying to make a point about something, especially in a relationship, but you don't want to have the actual conversation. So you may kind of sidestep it and make your comments like with sarcasm or kind of lightheartedly. So this is indicating that it may be time for you to have those conversations, or perhaps just kind of like realizing that you need to go ahead and follow your own heart. And so by doing that, you may have to have conversations with people about what it is that you want to do with your life. We're going into the Aries. We're actually in the Aries energy right now. So, that fresh start, the spring feeling, you may be having feelings about, especially with the moon back here, things may be coming to light for you about what it is that you want in your life or want in the future. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, we have the crown chakra. So, this is your intuition is guiding you at this time. And with the hyena energy, it's about, listening to your intuition, listening to your own heart, listening to the dreams that you want to accomplish, the path that you want to take in life, and really listening to your own intuition and heart and following what it is that they are leading you to. And here we have the Angel of Balance. This again, so far, all three cards, they're talking about like listening to your intuition, to your heart, allowing that to allow you to come back into a sense of balance. And when you're feeling like you are out of balance, a lot of times this has to do with like putting yourself first, putting yourself as your top priority. And it doesn't mean that you have to push everybody else in your life to the side. It's just about making sure that you're taking care of you and you're following your dreams and you're putting your dreams ahead of, maybe some of the other things that people are wanting from you, your time, your efforts, your love, like making sure that you're loving yourself first and loving your dreams, following your dreams, and calling on the angel of balance when you feel like you do need some help in that area. Listening to your intuition, like if your intuition is telling you, oh, you're kind of out of balance, it's time to really kind of come back to who you are and what it is that you want. Yes, because you have the question, why? And, I really feel like with these cards here, what this is asking you is, why are you doing the things that you're doing in your life? Getting really clear about the motives that you have in the things that you're doing. So if you're spending a lot of time helping others, helping other people realize their dreams, then why are you doing that? Why are you doing that instead of following your own dreams? And it could be work related, but it could also be, even in a relationship, maybe, you're feeling like you're being called to do something different in your life. Your belief systems may be changing. You may be wanting to move to a new location. You may be wanting to, do more volunteer work or, get involved in some other kind of activities. And the person maybe in your relationship, your partner, is not on the same page. And it's kind of like asking you, why do you want these things? Because when we really truly understand why we want the things that we want in our life, then it really helps us to motivate, to move forward, to go ahead and make the sacrifices that we have to in our life in order to see our dreams come true. Oh, and great adventure. Take a risk, adventure forward. This is like so perfect with these other cards, isn't it? Because this is about you listening to your crown chakra, understanding what it is that you want, understanding why you want these things, right? And then going ahead and taking the great adventure, whatever that is, a career change, a change in your relationship, a change in your belief systems, a change in the location of where you live, or just a change in, just your lifestyle in general. You may be wanting to, take on some newer, healthier habits. With spring, a lot of times we start thinking that way. It's kind of like, it is the new year for the zodiac. So it's just kind of like, hey, what is it that I want? Why do I want that? And now I'm ready to go out and get it. Really, very nice energy. Really lovely. So let's go ahead and go to the tarot and kind of like, clarify this. So I'll be looking at your past energy, your present, the obstacle that you'll have for this month, advice from spirit, and then the outcome if you take the advice. Now remember, you always have free will, so you don't have to take the advice. So let's see what we have in this past position. This is the light seers, starting to listen to your intuition, maybe thinking about some of the changes that you do want to make in your life. And you're, feeling the strength of doing that. Okay, so we had 3 that fell out, so I'm going to take all 3. So this is for your present energy. 5 of Wands, there could be conflict with other people in your life or even internal conflict. And you have the Hanged Man and the Chariot, which are like opposite energies, right? Because the Hanged Man is kind of like a waiting energy and the Chariot is moving forward. And I think part of it is that you realize you have to kind of like move away from this conflict, whatever this is, whether it's internal conflict, trying to figure out why it is, why you're called to do something different in your life, why you want to make these changes, or if it's the conflict that is going to occur when you tell the people in your life about the change that you want to make. And you're kind of like with the Hanged Man, this is an energy of kind of like waiting for the perfect time. You may be thinking, okay, I'm waiting for the perfect time. I'm going to have this conversation or whatever, and then I'm going to move forward very quickly. So it's kind of like you're ready. You're just waiting for the right time. And with the strength energy, I think you do have the strength, to have kind of those conversations. Now, we have the 3 of Swords on the bottom here. So, it could be that and then the King of Swords, this could be you, having that communication. Like here's the communication lines coming in, right? With your crown chakra here, you're getting this communication, but that there's going to be some heartbreak when you make this decision to move forward. There is either you're going to, have some heartbreak. There's something you're going to have to leave behind, which is going to be hard, or somebody else is going to be heartbroken by your decision. Now, that's sometimes what we have to do in order to go, on the path that we're meant to go on. And remember, when you leave something, you're only going to make room to bring something better into your life. So, but it doesn't mean that it's not hard sometimes, right? Okay, so let's look at your obstacle here, 3 of Wands. Yeah, and this great adventure, that's the 3 of Wands energy. So this is your obstacle. You're hesitating. You're ready to go. She has her surfboard. She's looking out at the ocean and everything. She's ready to go, but she's just hesitant. She's waiting. And I do feel like, with that Hanged Man energy, you're just waiting for the right time. You want everything to be in balance before you, jump off the cliff. So your advice is Ace of Pentacles. Yes, this is a new offering. So this could be, the job that you're waiting for that'll help take you to, your new destination. The house that you've been waiting for is going to come up on the market. This could be just a recommendation or some new opportunity. I usually look at that as like a gift from the universe, something that helps you to know that the timing is right. It's time to move, that things are in balance. Really nice energy. Okay, so let's see what the outcome is. Knight of Cups. Yeah, so this is, that could be, sometimes what we have to do is make a change in our life. If you're looking for love in your life, it could be that, you need to make this change. And by making this change, you're going to really have a fundamental change in yourself, which is going to bring in, a new soulmate. This could also, though, we're going to clarify these, but this could also kind of lead to, you just loving yourself more because you're taking this risk. You're willing to go out there and do what it is that your heart desires. Okay, so let's clarify these. We clarify the Strength card in your past position first. Let's see what we have there. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse, which is interesting. So the Six of Cups, when it's upright, is talking about the past. Somebody coming back from the past or being nostalgic, you being nostalgic about something in the past. And since it's reversed, it's kind of like you're having the strength of not looking at the past, which means that you're kind of like ready for something new in your life. It's kind of a nice energy. Sometimes when we're holding on to the past, then what happens is we don't have the energy to move forward, right? And the truth is that we know what's in the past. It's comfortable, it's familiar. So sometimes we want to stay there. But the truth is sometimes we have to say goodbye to the past. We have to have the strength to say goodbye to the past so that we can move forward. Wow, what lovely energy. What lovely energy. And we have the Three of Swords. That can sometimes be hard. Saying goodbye, in a way, it's kind of like it can be saying goodbye to people in your life in the past. It could be saying goodbye to a way of life, a belief system. But in a way, I kind of feel like it's you saying goodbye to your old self. Like you're almost like shedding a shell. You're growing a new skin. You're becoming someone new. And by doing that, you do have to kind of say goodbye to something or a part, something that was part of you in the past, or possibly even like, who you thought you were, the roles that you played. Really interesting. Okay, so for the present, we have the Devil in the past. And this is another thing about like releasing, Gemini, you are the Lover's card. And, this is kind of like the Lovers here, but being, overly attached to something. And to me, it's kind of like you're letting go of these attachments from the past. Really interesting. It's definitely talking about, this reading, if it resonates with you, is about leaving something from the past behind, unattaching yourself, detaching yourself from something and being ready to move on. And that this has taken some time. This is not, there's been a lot of conflict, maybe with other people or with yourself, like internal conflict. Like, is this really the right thing for me to do? I am, I'm having to leave things behind and kind of waiting for the right time. And, you may have had to work on detaching yourself from something in the past in order to, be able to move forward. It's really nice. And I think you do. I think you've had the strength for some time, but there's like a switch that is occurring. And it may have, happened with the spring equinox or something, like you've realized, I'm detached from that. I'm ready to move on. Really nice energy. Super nice. Okay, so let's look at this Three of Wands. This is your obstacle. So let's see, Page of Wands. So really nice. This is, what you're not realizing, right? It's your obstacle. And your obstacle is actually that you're just kind of like holding on. Like you're not taking, you're not going on the adventure yet. You're not taking the risk. You're waiting. You're still waiting. But look at all this energy that you have to move forward. And, if you add up all these wands, you'd have 4 wands, which is a strong foundation. A strong foundation for a fabulous future in the future. Wonderful. So it's really just about you not waiting any longer, right? Like your obstacle is that you're just waiting. You're waiting maybe, for that perfect timing. But maybe one of the questions you need to ask yourself is, why are you waiting for the perfect time? And how will you know when it's the perfect time, right? The Hierophant. So the Ace of Pentacles, this is, this can be related to marriage or long-term commitment. This is, maybe an offering from someone that it wants a long-term commitment with you. So this could be, something that's coming. Let's get a few more with that. It's a belief system. Something to do with, higher education. More spiritual, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles again, King of Cups, and 8 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a lot of Pentacles here. I really think for a lot of you that, the Pentacles can represent money, right? Career. It can also mean anything tangible. So once again, it could be a house, a new career path, an offer for a new business, starting a new business. But with all of these pentacles here and with the Hierophant also, I feel like this is something that's going to be long-term, and it could be based on something, a new kind of belief system that you've come into, a new wisdom because of something from the past, because you're definitely finishing out a cycle and detaching yourself from something in the past. This has been very slow coming, but you still have the Ace of Pentacles again, right? And you're willing to work on it, like willing to work on whatever this is and to put your love into it. And this could be somebody else coming in. The King of Cups could represent somebody else that's coming in, offering their love, their support, but also maybe their financial, financial support too, with whatever it is that you want to work on. I think for a lot of you, this is a new career path that you're trying to take, or perhaps, a definite move, as far as your belief systems, the way that you live, your lifestyle, perhaps even where you live. Okay, so let's look at this Knight of Cups now. Let's see what we have here. Strength card again. Let's see. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. This is the strength. This is going to bring in the love that helps